we are going to go into something new that I discovered that I enjoyed doing last week, and that's actually looking at some deck reviews, deck builds, because people are asking me for like my opinions about the deck builds and whatnot. But this time, it's not you guys that is going to come to me with your decks. I'm gonna ask you to give me some decks. So let's get straight into it. So first with the music, on our Discord server, alright, which you can see over here, I have started putting up some threads in here. So for those of you that aren't in the Discord server, for YouTube, you guys can check the link in the description box below. So if you guys want to take part, this is open to our viewers on our Discord server, of course. And what I'm going to do is that I am going to I am actually going to make something like a Cook Billion segment. You guys can shop the name for me. I don't have a name for it yet. Please feel free to come out to the stream and just tell me like suggestions for this part over here. So, but I'm definitely not going to call it Cook Billion. There were ideas that say that it's actually going to be Cook 1000, but no, we're not going to do that. So, but essentially, I just wanted to have something fun to do in 2024, and I want to involve you guys too as well. So, so I'm actually going to be making some deck building prompts, essentially, and I'll put them in threads on this server. So you can see here, so that we have the first one over here, and then this is the one for next week, which is already up. So I'll post it every Tuesday before the live stream starts. So a new prompt, and something that just gives everybody like the maximum amount of time to come up with something to fit the prompt from there. Alright, we're starting with, of course, the deck building prompt, which is that I asked everybody to give me a standard deck build of any unit, but oops, you put the wrong card in the list. So this is just more for fun whatsoever. And I've already gotten a few responses over here. So there's a Highlander deck and whatsoever. So yeah, it's just more fun, and it's open to your interpretation. I will not be. I only just give you the prompt. You take it as far as you want to. You make it as crazy as you want to. You make it as sturdy as you want to, viable as you want to. So that leaves it up to you. That's just your style. So let's take a look at the first one over here. So what I'm gonna do is that we're gonna go into the prompt on this side, and we're gonna start from the top. So this is from Enishi. Enishi itself also gave us a Mygo, Morphonica deck build. So alright, so Morphonica deck build. When this the way that it works, we go from the first Vanguard. So first Vanguard, then when this is placed by riding on beginning of forever, Tomori Takamatsu. Search your deck for up to one Harui Kage, reveal it, and put it to your hand and shuffle your deck. So I believe Haruhihigi would be one of the nope, none of them, because this deck immediately doesn't function correctly as it is. And you can already see there's a whole bunch of calamity cards in here. So Enishi, I know that you're on stream, so you're more than welcome to explain your thought process behind this and whatnot. So when this unit is run upon by Innocent Cry, Tomori Takamatsu, look at the top 7 cards of your deck, choose up to one mic. What? Wait, what? Hang on. There's a lot to process here. There's actually a lot of process here, because a Mygo card, and then after that it goes into a Morphonica deck. Whoa, wait. There's a lot that's going on here that's far worse than I thought it'd be. It's the wrong bands. It's the wrong bands in there, but most of it is built for Morphonica, which is why I didn't see it until now. So everything is just basically all Morphonica, but there's a Mygo there. So you can search your deck for up to one Mygo card, which is actually this, which is actually Rana, basically. And then of course you put in the Light Elemental, which allows you to actually be able to pay Energy Blast, because the deck itself actually doesn't use Energy Blast from what I've seen. So putting this in there, you can just make use of Energy Blaster, so in order to save your cards from your hand by blasting instead of discarding a card from there. So it just keeps your card in hand. So yeah. We're going through the deck reviews now, so that's what we missed. So, PG wise, Morphonica, choose a Morphonica unique card for your drop zone. And if you don't have a Regard with the same card name, call it the Regard Circle. When this is based on Regard Circle, color box want to put a trigger unit for your hand and soul. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck, choose up to one card with Masaru Kurata. It is card name from among them. Reveal it, put it to your hand, and shuffle your deck. If you do not reveal the card, counter charge 1. So during your turn, if you have a great tree or greater Vanguard if Masaru Kurata is card name, and one of each rear guard with Toko Kirigama, so basically the whole entire band, essentially, I'm not going to read them all of your Morphonica units get plus 5k. So it's already weird because like Cry Chick there, Tomori, it goes Tomori, then Tomori going into my go, and then my go immediately going into Masahiro Kurata for straight into a Morphonica deck as well. So that's off it up as it is. Trigger wise, nothing much to write back home, but then the weird part is just you just included one Mask Trigger. I want to know how the oops ended up being the fact that you included the Calamity cards. Ladies and gentlemen, search your deck for one Calamity card, reveal it, put it to your hand, and shuffle your deck. Calamus 1, search for one Calamity card, put it to your hand, search for one Calamity card, put it to your hand. So you just basically 3-2-2, sorry. 3-2-2, boom. And then just for fun, top 7, look for one unique card with Dragon Tree or Masquerade. This doesn't work at all. There's nothing in here. I thought this was the oops, but I think this was a much bigger oops as well, and I really enjoyed it very much. So yeah. What's the song card that you play? Daylight. When this unit is put onto the Vanguard circle, reveal the top card of your deck and put it to your hand. If your reveal card is a trigger, you need one choose one of your Vanguards and gets plus 5k to end of the turn. No daylight to be found here, man. There's no daylight to be found here at all. Your shining example is just basically Tomori, essentially. Damn, dude. Catch me off guard if we're starting strong from there, so. Oh, wow. Okay. Unfortunately, don't see that Enishi is here at the moment right now, so we really can't get his 2 cents on the matter, but that's okay. Let's move on to the next one. So, I just tried Dragon Empire. The deck is called. Oh, by the way, Inishi's one is called Yes. I just tried Dragon Empire. So this is a Koti Blaze deck. I've not seen this before. Alright, this is a Koti Blaze deck. When rolled upon by Baldras, so +1, top 7, choose 2 cards with different games among them, review them, put in your hand. Review them, choose a great tree from among the review cards, put it to your hand, the rest of the review cards put it to sword and shuffle your deck. When rolled upon by Koti Blaze, draw a card. Choose up to 1 great tree or less card from your hand, call it to Vanguard circle. If you don't call a card, choose a card from your hand and discard it. And then Koti Blaze itself also, which is color +1, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Choose up to 2 great tree or less cards with a different card name from among them. Reveal it. Choose up to 1 card from among the review cards, call it Vanguard circle, and put the rest of the review cards into soul and shuffle your deck. So at the end of the battle, this unit attack, perform one of the following. So +2 for each of these. For each of the cards, so blast for this cost, choose out the one of your regards with the same card name as that name, stand it, and they each get plus 5k to end the turn. So plus 2 cards with the same name as this unit and discard a card from your hand. Stand this unit gets plus 5k minus 1 drive at the end of the turn. So alright, and in here, Esperaridea, the Koti Blaze copies in there. There's also a Stravirina. Bram Virina is in there too as well. We got some support cards for Koti Blaze. And whatnot. You guys included some of the Prayer Dragons too as well. And immediately, why are there 4 copies of Trick Boon in here? I mean, how do you get Trick Boon to the back row center regards? Triggers are what they are. I mean, okay, you personally call that's fine. That is fine there, no problem at all. That's no problem at all. So then you go into one Vylord, basically. Just so they can actually have the thing from your own hand. So yeah, correct. Correct. So 4 Trick Stars in there. If you Vanguard with Koti Blaze in this card name, rest this unit, choose a normal unit without Sentinel for your drop, so put it to the bottom of your deck. Choose up to choose one of your units with the same card name as the card chosen by this effect. It gets plus 5k to end the turn. When a great tree or greater Vanguard with Koti Blaze, his card name is attacked. Put this card into soul, choose one with Vanguard against plus 50k to the end of turn. So this one is actually a very strong key card for Koti Blaze itself. Not key card, sorry. It's common, but it's a pretty good common card for Koti Blaze here. So this is a mixture of Trickbone Violot, Trickstar Virina in the Koti Blaze deck. But somehow this deck doesn't feel like an oops. This deck doesn't feel like an oops for the most part because of the fact that there's still some things that you can do with Trickstar. And if most of your cards, right, are actually like Esperaridea and Stravirina and the Prayer Dragons too as well for boosters, like you can actually go straight into Overdress, no problem. I mean, it's a Highlander, yes, it is a Highlander because there's a lot of ones in here, which also includes your PG as well. There's one of each in here too as well. You're not playing with the Elementaria, which is neither here nor there. But this deck feels functional and doesn't feel so oops. You know what I mean? Like, there's no mistake here. If you told me that you had if you told me so that your oops was what you call it? Instead of playing a Koti Blaze or Virina or Violot card, so I accidentally put in a Eliquoria card. So yeah. So yeah. I mean, it feels functional. Esperaridea doesn't work. Put all the cards with Overdress. Oh! Okay, there's the oops. Found it. Found the oops. I didn't think about Esperaridea for a while. I honestly didn't think about Esperaridea for a while because honestly, you put Esperaridea in there and you can't even use it because everything else is a cross overdress, not a overdress. Your oops is here. I found the oops. Codebase only works with Soul Blast, same name as Regard Circle. Oh no, there's another oops as well. You can't even call this card. You can't even call this card to overdress too as well. Huge oops. Very huge oops right there. But considering the fact also that we haven't seen Virina in a long time, and we haven't seen Overdress in a long time as well, the Virina Esperaridea so being a huge oops in here, so it's just hilarious. It's just hilarious. Also. You forget about it because I see Esperaridea. You don't click because you don't click it because you absolutely forgot about the fact that it's an overdress card and it puts all overdress cards and all trickstars and all overdress into the soul, and everything else is literally a cross overdress instead. I wonder how many people are gonna get frustrated by this, so because I can see people looking at this and I can see people going, what the fuck are you doing? And if the comment section blows up, your job is done. You did your job very well, Kazuo. Simple as that. Oh man. Okay, Ken. Why are there 24? Hang on. 1, 2, 3. Wait. OT. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 crits. 6 crits. 8 crits. 1, 2, 3. 3 fronts. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 heals. 1 OT. And that's 16. That's 20. 20. Oh, there's 4 of them. Okay, that's why. That's a lot of great ones. Sorry, there's a lot of great zeros there. A lot of great zeros there. The Highlander. The Highlander. That's now I understand your reference now. The Highlander. No, that's the point. That's the point of this. We're supposed to have a ton of fun with it. We're supposed to have a ton of fun to discuss it, essentially. And just like, okay, if your oops is very well hidden, so where's the oops? Because this deck looks functional, and there's the big oops right there. So yeah. If you get a laugh out of me also for this, then you basically just achieve what the purpose of our prompts are, essentially. Anyways, let's go to Doggo. This is from, so yeah, Akihiro's deck, Doggo, and we see here. All right, so Graham Grace build. This is familiar to me. So this is the main Graham Grace. Going in with when placed from hand. When placed on Vanguard Circle from hand, other than during the battle phase, if it grants you a greater Vanguard with Yeah. Sarah's VO in his card name. Look at top 5 cards. Okay, let's ignore that part. When this unit attacks, Soul Blast 1, and this unit gets plus 5k to the end of that battle. If it's a creature, a greater card with Sarah's VO in his card name was Soul Blast for this cost. Counter charge 1 or energy charge 3. You know what would be funny? You know what would be absolutely hilarious? Is if you actually put Sarah's VL in the deck and you actually use it to Soul Blast. Just so that you could actually get the counter charge. Just so that you actually can get the counter charge. That would actually be seriously hilarious. That actually would be seriously hilarious from there. And of course, you will have cards like Grimlord to actually help you to actually soul charge in. So there's a good chance from there. Each time is when your rearguard in the same column as this unit attacks. By the ability of a creature. What? Why is Liao here? Why is Liao here? I'll check the doggos. I see what you mean. Like this is less oops and more I have a problem. This is what it looks like when you actually this is what it looks like for a deck that kids would try to build. Like they spend most of their money on a Grand Grace deck or so, but then they also put in other cards that actually manage to get their hands on, and they don't even look at the card abilities. Like, oh, I like this unit, it's in, and it doesn't do anything. So yeah, and now we look at the doggos. We got Gargwan, which doesn't do anything because you won't be able to get that extra ability because you don't have a Vanguard with Divine Skill. So doggo, Forceps, Persona Road this is okay for Grand Grace deck, but at the end of battle this unit boosted Soul Blast 2 and return this card to your hand. Energy Blast 2, return this card to your hand. When this unit is put on the Guardian Circle, put one card with undercover its card name from the drop zone to the bottom of the deck, which will only be the copies of this card. And this unit gets plus 5k and plus 5k shield until the end of power. So I mean, it can work on its own, but of course it's ideally not possible to get the maximum benefit out of it, but still. And Gargwan just looks like a nice dog, simple enough. Doggo. But this though, like I'm hyper focused on this. I won't put Amorta 1 copy for extra protection, but I forgot to put there. I mean, even if you put Amorta in there, so you can't really use its card capabilities, and you just change the Vanguard straight into Leo, and this card comes online, but everything else doesn't. This though, I swear to God, you come back to me, and you put in Sarah's Veil in this deck, and you tell me so I can counter charge with this card as the target for Grand Grace to put into the back row center, and then when it attacks, I can Soul Blast 1. And it gets plus 5k at the end of the battle, and then because if I Soul Blast a Sarah's Veil, which I will have put into the, which I will soul charge into the deck, because I can, then you actually get the counter charge on this. Then you actually get a counter charge on the energy charge out of it, so which it sounds viable. The funny thing is that it just sounds viable to me, and of course, the biggest oops will definitely be Gargwan for sure, but not as fun as Viral Core Dragon. And while this is a big oops as well, this is a big oops too as well. But again, collectively, so this will give anybody, any serious builder, any serious deck builder, you give them high blood pressure, for sure. But this is just entertaining to me. The biggest oops for me, right? That feels like a win. That feels entertaining for the most part is Viral Core Dragon, and how it's a possibility that you could actually get Sarah's Veil into the soul blast it just so you can get the counter charge or the energy charge out of it. Of course, there's gonna be better cards, but that's not the point of these deck builds. The point of these deck builds is to just have fun and follow the prompt and just do whatever you want. So, and just as long as it follows up, so again, if you get a laugh out of me, so that's a win right there. So, and this is just enjoyable. This is just straight up enjoyable. Oh my god. Okay, very three good oops prompts too as well. Calamity is one. The Highlander, and of course Doggo, but more towards the Sarasville, but more towards the viability of Sarasville. So yeah.